It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the Chargers leader at quarterback. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Chargers and the Ravens, next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We're all set to go as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet. That is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
2nd down in the yard.
Jackson going to keep it running right. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Well, the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right.
And again, touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, CD, that was a well-orchestrated drive by Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, and how about the way he capped it off, too? Orchestrate the drive and then let everybody know exactly who the guy is on the field you've got to watch on every play. Finishes it off with a touchdown run.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And he returns this to the 22. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
You know what I did in pregame? I made sure I touched him as he went by. I want a little bit of what he's got.
The golden arm from last week.
Oh, how much fun was that to watch that game tape, all right? The number of touchdowns, what was that, 5 last week?
Yeah.
But 0 interceptions. So you think he's due to throw a pick? But I'm betting that he continues the streak in this game.
He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith, counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Here's 3rd and 7. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Travis Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Toss left side for Etienne. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring out 4th down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this one is right down Broadway.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
They'll start out here with the option left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Jackson now. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Taken right around the 44. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jermaine Johnson there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Justin Matabike working his way to the quarterback that time.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
2nd and 13. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. A short throw caught by Andrews. And the numbers for Andrews last week: 5 catches, 64 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Here's Jackson to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's gone man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. 2nd and 7. To throw is Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Now Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's
he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They go play action with Jackson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Brings up second and 9 at the Chargers' 9-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can't be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Dancing to his left. Well, almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. Fourth down.
Foul. Face mask. Defense.
So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be first and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's first and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Holding. Offense.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Throwing is Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And give him the full 10 yards there. Second and goal. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield. They're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the...
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Breece Hall, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage.
And you can forgive this defense just a bit here. They know how dangerous Lamar Jackson is running the football. Stopping him is in many ways a prime concern. So here, they're late to react to the handoff on the option, and it costs them as this winds up a touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Chargers getting set to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On play action, they'll throw.
He finds Wilson. He's to the 15.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Garrett Wilson,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Fighting his way through contact.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series.
It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime and make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Jackson. Open man left side is Wallace, complete.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now it's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Ravens at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a minimum because they've been very disciplined, very focused in their business.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Jackson going to hold on to it again. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. When you're not allowed to climb, you got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there, and a really nice play resulted for them.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. This offense and Garrett Wilson headed back out. He's up near 100 yards now here in the 2nd quarter, but his team's down.
Through no fault of his own. I mean, what a nice game he's having so far. They've got to keep finding ways to get him the football. Don't get away from that. Figure out where things are going wrong with the rest of the team.
They'll be hoping to hit that 100-yard mark on this drive.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man here is Gentry. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Wilson's got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Here's a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw again. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field and took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
That is caught. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Garrett Wilson halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Chargers have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Racing to the end zone.
He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And really, you can't have a better situation than this. 1st and goal at the 1. Etienne will score. Touchdown, Chargers. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
The extra point try now from Dicker.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd and 6. And he will find his man on the outside. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Chargers.
They'll look to throw again. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half.
The 1st down pass, complete to number 88.
And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call.
At the 17-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Escapes the defender. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Desmond Ridder leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From Chicago, we head north to the home of their rivals as we check on the Packers at home in Lambeau. And it's the visiting Minnesota Vikings who have the lead in that one at halftime. Sky Moore, a touchdown catch in that first half. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Panthers looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. One of the top performers in that first half was the running back Travis Etienne. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now this offense and Garrett Wilson headed back out. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A gain of 12. First down, Los Angeles.
Back to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down.
First down, Chargers.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going right back to Wilson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached to get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands, and guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. One more time with Etienne. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is hauled in by Williams for a Charger touchdown.
A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. St. Brown motioning left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 31-yard line.
Jackson, option right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 39. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On 2nd down, Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run with Hall. There he goes, left side. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
This taken in at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your court? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
That's what he's done here in this one so far.
Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, LA! A big play there. 74 yards.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that will make this a 19-point game.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews.
And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Jackson options out left, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson keeps himself upright. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Joey Bosa, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Give to Hall running right.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Throwing is Jackson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 24-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
That's the end of
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Now Jackson. Touchdown. Mark Andrews. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So here are the Chargers to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He finds Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This one finds Wilson downfield. A big play there for L.A. 45 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And they'll run with Etienne. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Another tote for Etienne. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
Field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense back out there. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now it's Jackson. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. That one, a first down pickup of 8. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Hall on a give up the middle. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36.
Jackson from the shotgun. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, Jackson. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score where they've got the football. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. After the interception, here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
For a Baltimore Raven.
To throw is Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Jackson. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other option.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Still fighting for more.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession.
And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Jackson.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the draw, it's Hall.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Jackson on first down.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Jackson now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Sam Laporta
from 3 yards out.
And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. The fourth quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14.
Chargers 50, Ravens 36.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Oh, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it.
This is 1st and 10.
Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Here's Jackson.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
A big play looming on 3rd down.
A 7-yard loss.
Jackson.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that would be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Throwing, Jackson.
Now he'll escape to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
And he will have a Charger first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
And they take a knee. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they will take a knee here. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach in a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, and get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner, and one side a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for the Chargers, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It's Week 9 of the National Football League. And here's the pick artist himself, Trayvon Diggs, who picked up 4 tackles in last week's contest. It's the Seahawks and the 49ers, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called silly. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? No room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 19 carries, 87 yards.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but he certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the Seahawks first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, able to avoid him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Niners' 49-yard line.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. He'll look to throw. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. That is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. At the 12-yard line.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Back to throw. And it's caught. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately...
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's the fullback. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Santos set to kick off.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And despite the 3 touchdown passes he threw, there's a lot to work on this week, wasn't there?
Oh, ton of interception.
Yeah, I mean, when you're going really with almost a 1-to-1 ratio, that's not going to work for you well at all. Not over the long haul. The beauty, though, somehow found a way to win.
Yeah, they still got the win last week. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers for Walker last week: 13 carries, 84 yards, and a touchdown.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity, because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we have a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
A big play on the ground there, and goes for 36 yards. Pretty explosive off, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the Seahawks 40-yard line.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say, because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown.
And now the rookie's free. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. He'll look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They go play action here on first down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Brian Brzee fought in and got him down.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a throw here, hauled in.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards for number 11. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now back to throw.
He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
At the 31-yard line.
And that is incomplete here.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4.
And they'll find the open man. That's complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. On play action, they'll throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
McCaffrey will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now the point after try for Santos. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, 49ers. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Now Hill to return it.
Oh, he shifts past him.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And the Niners are going offense. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
He stiff-arms him, powering his way forward. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
58 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
Dances by him. And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
They're going to look to throw.
That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 17-14.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings talking about this running game opening up